All right, guys. So we're about to reach out to our JV partner on a deal that we are going to try to lock up as a novation here.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, Hassan? How's it going?
I'm good, man. How's everything?
Good, good. All right, you are live on the YouTube channel. Everybody can hear everything. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna get on the phone with this seller and see if we can lock this up for a solid novation deal. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so just give quick summary, like who the seller is, how you got the lead, and kind of basic, 5,000 foot overview.
Yeah. So we've been in touch with her for the last couple of months, and we've negotiated a price, built good relationship with her. Now we just need to lock this in. Novations made more sense. We hadn't done that before, and that's where you guys sort of come in and your expertise. And this call is just about locking her in at a price, hopefully, and you guys do your magic, man.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, sounds good, man. This thing, I think this could be a good little deal here. So we're gonna, we'll try to get her at like 615, and then
Yeah.
if we get any pushback, if we got to come higher, it's kind of a tough one to comp, but I think, bare minimum, we should absolutely be able to push this for 715. There is some world where, 7.25, 730. I mean, if we could do it at 730 times 0.9
Yeah.
minus 30K, that would be like a 627, 630 offer. So I think 615 to 630 is probably like, the magic number. All right, cool. So
Sounds good.
her first name's Dieppe, right? Perfect. Okay. All
Yeah,
right, cool.
that's what we
Awesome.
call.
Yeah, if you want to loop her in on a three-way and just make the introduction. Full disclosure, right? Typically the way these calls come in when I'm kind of being brought in, there may be a little bit of throwing under the bus a little bit, right? Like just because we're trying to position me as like coming in with, the solution to the problem, right? So yeah, so is what it is.
Got it.
Cool.
Sounds good, man.
All right.
I'll give her a call right now.
Sounds good.
Merge you guys. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Chris meet Dieppe. Dieppe meet Chris. Chris is our senior manager and underwriter. I'll let you guys take it from here.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hi, Dieppe. How are you?
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Good,
How
good.
about you? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I love this time of year. I've got both of my parents are in town. We've got our baby girl's second birthday. We're having a party tomorrow for her.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's it'll be nice tomorrow when I don't have to dig all these things out of the garage that have been there for a while to get ready. But yeah, it's exciting. They're doing like a little like a super girly tea party type of thing, so it'll be super
Well,
cute.
you do what you can because I don't. My husband and me can't do anything. I have my leg could move and my husband very sick, so they just
Oh
have
no.
made surgery. So do you what you can because someday you get old, you can't do anything anymore. You'll be
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, totally. Oh man. Well, I'm sorry you guys are going through that. And I understand it's part of the reason why you guys are selling the property, right? Because it's just too big for
Yeah,
you
because my
guys.
husband cannot. Yeah, he cannot take care of house anymore. I mean, he used to be cut the grass and take. We have a pretty large yard. We had a landscape, a flower in the back, all kind of stuff. But we can't do it anymore. My husband can't do it anymore, and I cannot even cook. So
Oh, got it.
that's
Okay. All
that's why
right.
we stay at the house.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, and I know that's tough. And our goal
Yeah.
here is really, to try to make sure you're taken care of, and we can handle this as
So it's
efficiently as
not bad
possible.
if if not bad if I have the children. I have no children, no friend around because all some of my friends my age they all die. They are dead because after 84 years old. I am 84, but some they 79 they die, 80 they die, 87 they die. I mean, all my friends they're gone,
Oh
most of them.
man.
And the one still on, they had health trouble like me. They cannot help me, and
Yeah.
just go through the phone. Other than that, nobody can help nobody. It's
Yeah.
hard, really.
Yeah, definitely. And
Especially
you were
everyone.
saying you guys don't have any kids?
No children, no family, no
Yeah.
sister, no brother, nobody.
Oh
Not
man.
even friend now.
That's probably why you're outliving your friends, because you don't have the stress of
Yeah,
raising kids.
yeah, yeah. That's why.
Um,
That's
yeah,
why.
that's
My
what they say. Every
yeah.
every year they give you more gray hairs, right?
Yes.
Um,
That's
all
right.
right. And you guys were looking to have, was there a specific date that you needed to have everything taken care of by?
No, whenever if we can find a serious buyer, because the people just off and on and things like that. But if we could sold the house, we look for the apartment or somewhere. We move as soon as we can.
Hmm.
So we say, we get over with because
Yeah.
we don't want to be. We don't know anything anymore. Or we cannot move, something like that. So.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, yeah, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. And I know you've been working with Hassan for quite a while, who, he's great. I mean, he's one of the top guys we work with, and he's just awesome at what he does, and he really enjoys taking care of sellers.
Mhm.
Sometimes a little overzealous in wanting to get things done to make it work, that sometimes where it doesn't work. And I know he was really wanting to make this work for just a clean cash offer, to renovate and put back on the market, and after
Yes.
taking a look at everything, just taking your situation into consideration. um I
Well, you
mean,
remember one thing, as it is, okay, because just don't say that then when you buy the house and you look at it and say, oh, this is wrong, that wrong. As it is, like if you have somebody come over look the house, you know what's going on with the house. Only one thing, if the foundation is bad, it's a different thing, okay? Have that termite, different thing, but I'm not worried about that because I know my house is not, I have
yeah,
termite every 3 months, and the foundation I know I know, but you don't know. I know it is good, so I am not worried anything about that. But I
yeah,
have to say as it is.
yeah,
Unless the foundation bad or termite, and the main thing other than that, if you have somebody who will look the house, the yard, everything else, the roof, everything, it was, I didn't update because, we don't think we're going to move, so we're not update with the. We think, well, there's something wrong, we change it, but we're not update,
yeah,
so nothing wrong, so we didn't change until 17
yeah.
years now. So you
Yeah,
have to remember
I
that.
gotcha. And yeah, like I was saying, I mean, just, taking everything into consideration, the condition of the property, what kind of updates might need to be made. And, it's not, it's seemingly in really good shape based on the pictures and everything. To be honest, for what you guys are looking for, you know, it doesn't look like a cash offer from us is likely going to be the best fit for a win-win situation. Okay. There is a price that, the company would be willing to buy the property at, but after looking at everything, the comps and what, how much we would need to do to update it to 2024 standards, it would be quite a bit lower than where you would be hoping to be at. Um, you know,
It's okay. Well, whatever you offer, then we might look at that and we can live on. Then we
yeah,
agree. But this, that if you sell the house, you like as much as you can. But if not, we think it
Yeah,
over.
yeah, I
Okay.
totally get it. And so what I wanted to do was talk to you because like I said, the like for a cash offer where we just close and then fix it up and sell it, I think that would end up coming in quite a bit lower where you're looking to be. I mean, quite frankly, that number would really have to be in the fives. And I know that's probably not going to work for you, right?
Well, whatever. You just let me know
Yeah.
how much offer.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, here's the deal, and I do have like I know that's not the best news for you, because I know you guys were hoping to get, more than that. However, the good news is I don't know if Hassan had told you this, but we are a creative real estate company. And we have a newer
Hmm.
program that I was really hoping that I could get this property approved for. It's called our concierge service. And Hassan didn't mention it any earlier because they're just really, really selective on what properties are actually approved because it's really, really labor and resource intensive for us. Only a small percentage of properties that come across our desk are ever approved for it. It's probably about 1 out of 50 properties get approved for it. So I was actually really excited when Hassan and I were talking about it, and I brought it to, the primary underwriter who handles these types of this program. And I was really excited that we were actually able to get your property approved.
Approve of
Are,
what?
yeah, so it's for our concierge service. So this is how it works. From doing so many transactions in North Carolina, we have a really, really big network of realtors and other investors that we work with. A certain percentage of the properties that come across our desk, they just don't fit our criteria, but they would be a really great fit for another investor that has just a different business model than us or even someone who plans on living there. A lot of these investors, they're really good at fixing and flipping properties. Some of them are doing assisted living facilities, sober living facilities, and things like that. And they're really good at that and being landlords. But what they're not really good at is finding and sourcing the properties. And they don't enjoy the sales and marketing involved, like all the conversations you've had with Hassan over this time. They don't really like that part of the business just because it's really expensive and time consuming. And so they come to us and they work with us because we are really good at that. And so the way that it would work is we would actually agree to a net price with you, and we would pay all of the closing costs, both your side of closing costs and our side of the closing costs. And you wouldn't have to fix anything. And if there was anything that was requested to be fixed by the buyer before closing, we would cover that cost. We would take care of all of that. And we would just simply be reselling our contract to that third party, and they would just pay us a fee for that. Okay. So
Okay.
essentially, the experience and the net result would be the exact same as a cash offer. And just to be clear, we're not representing you as a realtor. We would just be reselling our contract, which I know most people, they don't care how we make our money as long as you get every penny that you're promised. Okay. So we would earn our fee from the buyer, but we would handle all the heavy lifting for you. You can sit back, take care of your husband, collect the check, and you would get the speed and convenience of a cash offer, but we could get you a much higher price than what other investors would be able to pay. Does that make sense?
I don't really, I don't really understand that much, but I don't know. That I still live in the house. I had to move out, and but I don't really understand about that much, really.
Yeah, let me give you. So I appreciate you telling me that, and I know it can be a little bit confusing or convoluted. Let me just
Yeah.
break it down very simply for you. We would agree to a price with you that's guaranteed, and then we would bring in another partner investor, somebody else in our network that we work with. They would end up being the buyer. and we would facilitate everything. So we would pay all of the closing costs. We would pay if there's any commissions to be paid out, we would pay out that. We would pay out any repairs that need to be done. We would do all that. You can still live in the house while we're doing that. And then once we have a set closing date, we would then let you know and we would go towards the closing, but you would get that net number. So, for example, in this case, what they've actually approved this particular property for this program is a total of $613,500 net to you. So you would get that at the closing table, and that would go right into your bank account, $613,500. And then if the buyer that we bring, let's say they inspect it and the inspector says, hey, it needs a new roof, we're going to pay to replace the roof. If we have, and we'll pay the closing costs, we'll do everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but let me what but I have to wait until you find it, but you found a buyer, right?
Yeah, we would find a buyer. So
Right.
what would the way this would work is we would send out our notary to you to your house. They would bring the document over because I know you're not dealing with like, the technology and the email and stuff like that. So we would send our notary out there to you probably tomorrow or the next day. You guys would go through the agreement. We can get on the phone with you, review that agreement together. And then once you sign that, we have that back. You would then get a call from our transaction coordinator, Carolina. She would reach out to you to schedule a time for our photographer to come out to the house, take pictures of the house. We'd have our agent come out to the house and just check everything out. And then what we would do is we would bring it out to our network of investors and other buyers. And then we would work with them to find the right person that wants to close on it. And we would facilitate everything else. And then as soon as we're ready to close, which right now, these programs we're doing no later than 90 days.
I have to sign a contract with you, so many months or what?
It's just a 90-day agreement. We basically do a 90-day agreement. You can continue living in the house while we're going through everything. We'll schedule any times that we need our buyers to come and look at the property and show them. They're never going to be unaccompanied. We'll always have somebody with them, and then we'll work our way to the closing table.
Well, I still have time. If you don't have a buyer, what happened then after 90 days?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I'm actually really glad that you asked that. So, this is the reason why we are so selective on what properties we approve for this program, because our interest is in complete alignment with yours, because we don't get paid unless you get paid. So, we have a whole team of people working on this file at any given time. We spend a bunch of money on marketing, and a lot of time and energy goes into this process. So, we really make sure on the front end that the deal works. So we're confident we can get this done and deliver the result. Now, in the off chance that we were not able to make this work, the only thing that could really make this not work would be if there was some sort of crazy title issue that we weren't aware of, or if there was something significant, like you were saying, like if they inspected and they're like, hey, there's a foundation issue, or hey, there's termites, something like that. If there's something crazy that came up, that's a rare occurrence. And I really don't see that happening here. I've only seen it happen a handful of times, but we have a very high success rate with these deals and an excellent track record with this service. But in the off chance that we couldn't get this across the finish line at the end of 90 days, we would give you the choice, and you could either say, hey, you know what, I want to go a different direction. Or if we think we just need a little bit more time, if you agree to work with us a little bit longer, then we can. But honestly, I really see us having a buyer in place within the first, 3 weeks.
Well, when last time I had a broker, he told me that he definitely said, well, I can sell your house for 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks, but in 30 days he couldn't sell the house,
Yeah.
I blame him. He tried because he don't get paid until he sold the house. But like my house, I know it needs to be updated. Lots of people, they don't willing to. So I really don't know. Let me talk about my husband because it's the first time I see the way you talk to me like that. Lots of investors they don't do that. I don't know, but they just look at
Yeah.
it and they offer. But other than that, it's the first time I see it. I hear you the way
Yep. Yeah, I
the way
totally
you
get that.
told me that.
Yep. And here's the deal, right? Like most real estate agents are going to tell you that. They're like, yeah, I'll find a buyer in 30 days. The biggest difference between us and a real estate agent, because we're not representing you as an agent, remember, is the agent, all they're all they have access to is the local market. All they're going to do is they're going to put a sign out front and they're going to put it on the MLS locally and they're going to work with local buyers. We're a national
Hmm.
company. We're a national company. We work across all 50 states, and we have a lot of international buyers as well. So the biggest difference here is not only are we going to market it to the local network there and the people there in Charlotte, but we're also going to be pushing this out to all of our investors nationwide and internationally as well. We have a lot of investors from Israel. We have a lot of investors from China, London, like all over the world, and even like Montreal. We have a handful of investors from there. So we're going to push this out to a network that a local real estate agent, quite frankly, just doesn't have the experience to have access to. So that's really what gives us the leg up and why we're so confident in being able to deliver the result that we commit to. Does that make sense?
I don't know. All I know is that if somebody can, we're getting old and we had a health problem. All I want to know is whoever can sell the house. That's all I want to know. I don't
Yeah.
know, anything about that. I don't know if you can sell or you cannot sell. Hold on, no, I have no idea because since I had a house list before, and everybody call me. Say, I get this sold, I get this sold, I get this sold. Everybody say the same thing. But then I listen again, it's not sold, so I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
You
I, I,
know.
t- I totally get it. It's hard to, filter through all the noise out there. And this is what I can tell you is, our partners have been in business since 2008 when the housing market crashed. And we were able to grow the business all through that time. We're a national company. We do business in all 50 states. We're doing about 30 to 40 properties every single month. There's not a single agent in the Charlotte area that can come close to moving the volume of transactions that we do on a monthly basis. So I know you might not know and be certain, but I can give you my confidence and my assurance that there's no way that they would approve this property for this program if they were not 100% confident that we were going to get this done for you. And that's just how we do business. So I would love the chance for us to be able to get this across the finish line for you and help get you guys to the next stage in your life. Is that fair? You think we can do that?
Yeah, but at 6:15 is a little bit too low for me. In my mind before the broker promised 680, but I didn't expect that. I say, well, maybe lower than that. But we can't find a buyer, so I didn't say how much I want. But 6:15 is not in my mind. Okay, so let me talk to my husband and see what can we do. Okay.
I gotcha. I understand. So what I'm just so I make sure I understand exactly what you're saying, Yep, is you really like Hassan, his professionalism, and us and what we can bring to the table, and you feel confident that we can get the deal across the finish line. You're just not 100% certain that you want it done at the $613,500.
No.
Okay,
I
got
but
it.
right now, you know what? We have to think it over, okay? We never in
Okay.
our mind it could go that way. The lowest price is 630. That's the lowest price that I think. If I cannot sell it, the lowest one. But other than that, then then I had lots of people I mean, they said they're gonna find a place for me to move. They're gonna help me with the people, come up and pack my things because we're handicapped. We're not able to do. We have no family. Only me and my husband in this world. So they're willing to help me lots of things. And I never think about 613 and something. I never think that way. But let me think over. Okay?
I understand. Yeah, I understand. I hear what you're saying. And, and that's just what they've authorized for this. The nice thing about this, Diep, is, Hassan and I are on your side. Hassan doesn't get paid unless you get paid, and I don't get paid unless you get paid, right? So,
I know, but you saw it broke the same thing. In fact, the guy who listed my house before, he spent $2,000 in my house, but he couldn't sell because he definitely think he can sell it. That's where he spent money. He hired people come in, take the picture, and put their picture on, and bring all that stuff, and move my stuff out, and everything. He spent $2,000, couldn't sell. He lost $2,000. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw him. He tried very hard. He tried because but he couldn't find a buyer. So my house, I don't know, somehow, I don't know what wrong, but I never think of 13,000, something like that. But let me think it over.
Okay.
And I thought the lowest price in the sale for the investor is 630. But if you say so, let me think of it. Okay. And,
okay.
Let you know.
Yeah. So.
Think about
Yeah, I'm totally fine with you, taking it into consideration and thinking about it. And I appreciate the fact that you would even consider it, right? Just so I'm clear, is what
I want to sell the house.
Yeah.
I want to move on because I don't know. Today I'm okay, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna be in hospital. My husband sent me almost to go to the hospital, and he go like every so often because he had a major surgery and he had a bladder trouble and a kidney. So sometimes he bleeding. He had to go to the urine through the catheter, and sometimes stuck with a thick blood clot, and he couldn't pass the urine, had to go to emergency. So we just want to sell the house.
Well, let me do this.
Enough money to move.
Yeah. It is so just so I'm clear, right? If what it seems like you're saying is if we could possibly make it work at like 630, you wouldn't even be questioning it. You would absolutely be willing to move forward at that number. Am I wrong about that?
Bottom price, okay, the bottom. But we've been talking with the broker. They always say that they can get me 660 or 650. But I say that unless the last minute that I will accept at 630, that's what I think in my mind. But
okay, got it.
You talk to me is really it's not very low, but not in my mind. And you never know. I talk to my husband. We can let you know.
When
about that.
Yeah, let me ask you this because I have no problem going back to the manager on this particular program and seeing if there is anything that they can do differently on this. But before I do that, let me just ask you: do you know when the roof was last replaced?
Oh, I know. I have it. I bought it and lived here 21 years, and after about 3 or 4 years. We went put the roof on, the brand new one on after 17 years ago. Even then the furnace, same thing, and a hot water heater. I think about 13 years. But everything is more than 10 years. 15 years.
Okay. Same with like the HVAC and everything.
We put it on. We know that. 17 years ago. Okay. And the furnace. We have 2 of them, and that one, 2 of them. One is up there, one's down there, not the one. A lot of people, they have one, we have 2. So we pay lots of money for that 17 years ago, too. I think less than that, but I don't know exactly. But I know at least 15 to 16 years.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
We honest.
Okay.
I just say, maybe 8 years, and I'm honest. Okay, the roof is 17 years, the furnace maybe less than 17 years, maybe 15 years. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so.
right. Perfect. And it was built in 1988, right?
Yeah, but this one, this house is, you see, this house is the developer. He had a land, he built a house. Back there he sold, and he built this house for himself. So he built really good. I mean, the
Mm,
large house like this, in winter, summer, we pay only $200, maybe between $100 and $200 a month for
mm,
electric. No, yeah, just all electric, and
got
very,
it.
very. I used a smaller house. I pay $400 a month for the electric and the
Yeah.
gas too. But in this house, good insulation. He built for himself, so it's beautiful home. The
Mhm.
whole neighborhood. This house, it's good, but next house is different. But he built for himself, so he built really good. So we feel comfortable with. I live here
Gotcha.
10 years and never trouble. So
Nice.
this
Oh,
is
okay.
the contractor. He had the land. He built it, and he built himself this house. So it's a really good house.
Yeah. What about, I know you have a deck out back. Do you know when that was put in? Was that put in when it was built?
It is the same thing, and I try to. I had some just the pan the peel off, and I had a guy. I thought to be fixed up. It's not nothing wrong, but he dig it up and he put something halfway, and he could leave and he don't come back, so I had somebody else do it. So the deck is long too. Same thing. I don't know how long. I think put the same time when he built the house.
Okay, got it, got it. And I'm looking
Right.
at it, and for some reason, when I was initially looking at this, I thought it was only brick on the front with siding around it. But now I'm looking at the pictures and I'm seeing
No,
that
no, no.
it's brick
All
all the
brick
way
house.
around. Okay,
All the way around, yes.
okay. Let
All the way around.
So here's the thing. One of the things that I'm thinking about, because again, when Hassan had first brought this to me, he's talking about it, brick front, and I saw there was like a little bit of siding on the side on the top, but
How
I
say the
thought that
brick
was,
only?
I didn't realize it was
Oh,
only up
well, it's how
there.
but
Um, so let me run back to them. I mean, what I could do. I mean, where do you feel like you would need to be at price wise to walk away happy, knowing that we're going to be able to get this across the finish line for you?
well, like I say, if I can sell it, next year, then I will load it 630. But right now, I'm looking for 650. But who know if you're serious and I don't know. You say you list a house and you will sell for my house. Within 3 months, it's been 90 days. That's a different thing. So it's not. It's just like I list with a broker. Same thing.
Well,
And
and we might, like I said, we might have a buyer faster than that. But because of the holidays, normally when
no,
we do these programs, we do 60 days. But because it's the holiday season, we have to give extra time because nobody's really, there's less people looking during the holidays. Even though we have our own network of buyers, it just adds a little bit of time there. So that's why we do 90 days, but I'm really confident that we'll be able to get this done in 30 days. Now, the other thing, I'm glad that we were talking here because, you confirming that this is brick all the way around. That does change a little bit because brick, is pretty solid and doesn't really, there's not like a lot of like upkeep to it. But when there's a lot of these houses we look at, they have brick on the front and then siding on all three of the
yeah,
other sides, like a lot of your neighbors
yeah.
do. And so that's kind of what we were looking at. And we thought that there was that. And so that, I want to make sure that that wasn't influencing the numbers at all. I mean, if I could go back to the underwriters and I could, really work on them and get them up to that 630 number, do you think we could get this done?
Well, I think so. I have to talk to my husband because that the price that would the last minute I say, but like I say, we like say about a few months ago, we looked for 680, then we then go down to 650. But if we don't get 650, then we try to 630, the bottom one, but we don't go to the bottom one yet. So,
Yeah.
you just, who knows, because it's a holiday and nobody look for the house right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I say, like I told you, what we're thinking. So whatever you can come up, it'll be fine.
Okay. When are you going to have a chance to talk it over with your husband?
Well, he had a fall and he's sleeping now. We can talk tomorrow, and when I wake him up, and tomorrow morning we can discuss about how really, the price. We really, like what I say, we really talk over first. This is 680, so we can get it. Then we can have like 650. But if
Yeah.
the last minute. The bottom one is 630. That's the bottom one that we can get. So I don't know.
Yeah, and just to be clear, you're talking about 680 is what a broker was telling you to list it for?
Listed for.
Yeah.
680 mean I'm clear. I get a check for 680. That's what he listed, 725. Okay, but I say I have the 680. Then I think if I can get 680, I got a 650. Then if the last bottom one is 630, that's what I'm thinking about. But
Yeah.
I haven't put the price.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. So here's the way it typically works, right? When you list a property with a realtor, you're going to have the listing agent commission and the buyer's agent commission, and then you're going to have closing costs,
Right.
concessions.
That's why he added for 725. He wanted to sell, so that's why he take out his commission and whatever, So I clear for 680. But that's what he's lit 725. But I say that way I cannot sell, then I cannot have 680. Then I go to 650.
Yeah.
To the lower price.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah. I
lower.
get you.
I
Well,
understand that.
yeah, well, even at the 725 that he listed it at, usually you're with commissions, closing costs, concessions, buyer requests for repairs, and interest rate buy downs, which is usually
No,
about
I'm not
there's a lot of
there.
buyers that are requesting that. Usually you're going to spend about 10% in fees. So, at a 725 number, most of the time, the seller is walking away with about 653 in that scenario. But if he wasn't able to sell it at 725, and it has to be sold for lower, then obviously your net number is lower. I mean, where we're coming,
I know.
and most agents are doing like a 6 month to 12-month listing agreement. We're just
No,
thinking,
no.
a 3 months.
No more 3 months. I
Yeah.
listen the 3 months. I
Yeah.
talk with them everybody 3 months, not 6 months. I won't listen 6 months. Too long.
Yeah.
I may not live that long to get the money.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I
I
understand.
rather live in the house and let it go, But because I may not live this long
Yeah.
to get the money. But if I get the money, then I had to fast. But 6 months, no. But if I'm not, I will live here because the house pay off. The house, nothing wrong with it. I can live comfortable until the day I die. So
Yeah.
so what? Let
Okay.
make it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess, talk it over with your husband and, would it be fair for you to just let us know, like, hey, what's the absolute best you can do? We're confident, at this number, we're 1000% confident we can get it across the finish line and get it done without any problems. And then just let us know, like, how close to that number you think you guys can get. And then what we'll do
Okay.
is we'll go back to the underwriters and we'll push on them a bit and see what we can get them up to. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Perfect. What
You
que-
I told you we to figure it out. See, you when the broker list with me, they have to guarantee that clear. I don't care what they do. The seller had to pay this and that commission. They get it clear and the check for me after the closing if it's 680. Okay, then I think if not, then it'll be 650. 650, so they $30,000 down. Okay, and I don't care how much they sell. Whatever they had to put it out.
Yeah.
Clear for until I get to 650. But then the last minute that I cannot get it, then I go 630. But even if I 630, I'm gonna live here until the day I die. So I can't
Yeah.
get it lower than that.
Yeah. No, I understand. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I'll go to bat for you. I mean, if you're telling me that you would be able to move forward at 630, I, I'll certainly go back to them and I'll fight with them a bit, and see if I can twist their arms and, get them to come up to that number. But if I go back to them and I, tell them, hey, we need to come up on the price, the first thing they're going to ask me is like, well, if we come up to this number, are they going to move forward? And, I'm going to have a lot more leverage, if I go back to them and I say, hey, look, if we can do it at 630 in no uncertain terms, Dieppe is ready to go. She's rock solid. We're going to move forward and we're going to get this done. So, um, yeah, so I mean, can I have that confidence going back to them, or do you still need to figure out whether you can do 630?
Well, let me, that I got. I said that the last minute that I set the 6:30. But right now, let me talk to my husband, see if we ready for 6:30 yet. Right now we're ready for 6:50. But but if we think about 6:30, I have to talk to my husband and see if we ready yet for
Yeah.
6:30. Okay, so can you wait for me to call you back?
Yeah, when would we be able to circle back with you?
Maybe tomorrow. And talk to my husband. We discuss and we talk about that. But with 6:30, would mean we had to wait for 3 days, for 3 months to you to sell the house or what?
So
Or you make buy that?
so if it's 630, then the worst case scenario is it's going to be 90 days, but we're going to do everything we can to close sooner.
Well, yeah, 90 days. Like I say, I had to wait for you find a buyer, right, or the investor, somebody, right?
Yeah, we would be bringing our network of investors from, our international
Well,
buyers and our national buyers. And then, we'll bring them to the table. We'll facilitate everything. And then if their lender says, hey, the roof needs to be replaced before we can fund this, then we'll foot the bill. We'll pony up the money to replace the roof. If they say something else needs to
oh
be
yeah,
done,
I think the roof should be fixed because 17 years and the furnace it's working, but the people
yeah.
buy they always want the new one.
Yeah, yeah. So, but if the lender is requiring it to be done before closing, you're not going to have to pay for it. We'll pay for it and get it done for you. Okay.
Well, I know it because I'm not going to do it. If I do it, I already sold the house already.
Yeah,
So
exactly. But that's the
like I
convenience
said,
that.
as as it is. So I'm not going
Yep.
to fix anything. No,
Yeah.
I
No,
think
I
the
know, and that's
company as it is.
yeah, and
That's
that
what I do.
and that
I'm not going to put anything out anymore
exactly, and that's
because.
and that's why a lot of sellers love this program. The sellers that get approved for this program, they love it because of the fact they can still sell it for a high amount, but they don't have to come out of pocket to do the repairs that an end buyer might need to have done because their lender is requiring it. So it just gives more flexibility and allows us to get it across the finish line and allows you to sit back and not have to come out of pocket for any of the repairs. We'll take care of all of that. So, so
Oh,
you're going to get the efficiency, the time value, the financial value of us bringing those funds to the table to get this across the finish line for you. And, on the flip side, yeah, like obviously we need to make a little bit of money, for what we're bringing to the table and all that we're doing, but this is going to save you a lot more time than trying to chase the market down and trying to get 680 and then maybe 650. And then, by the time, it could be 6, 7, 8 months before you guys decide, oh, you know what, we're ready to take. I don't know. I lost you guys.
Hi, you've reached Hassan Assad's. Hey, Chris, you're back.
Hey,
We're
lost you.
connected.
Wow.
Diep, you there?
Hey, Chris?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, Diep. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
Hello?
hi.
Hello,
So,
Chris?
yeah,
I'm here. Yep, 1 second. I think it's just
can you hear me?
probably a mic or something. Give
Can
me
you hear
2
me now?
seconds.
Hello,
You
hello.
still can hear me?
I can,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
hear you. I hear you.
Can everybody hear me?
Disconnected.
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Can everybody hear me?
Well, let me talk to my husband about 6:30, okay? And
Yeah.
if 6:30 we're going to wait, but we had to wait, I don't know. We had to wait for 3 months, and what's going to happen if you don't? I know you told me you you sell international, but if you can find a buyer, well, then how long we have
Yeah.
to wait after 3 months?
Yeah,
Basically,
no,
that's what he was saying, because we can even, it's possible we do it even in 3 weeks, right? So we don't want to tell you. We want to sort of, under promise and over deliver instead of the other way around. So we just leave that there. So
yeah, can you hear
Chris,
me?
are you able to hear me?
Can,
I
can
can't
you,
hear you.
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Let me see. It's 2 seconds.
Do you put the sign my house in the front of my yard too?
No. That
If
I
we
think
had a
Chris.
contract?
Can you hear me?
I think Chris would know that.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're back, Chris. You're back.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I could hear you guys, and I heard what you asked. Yep, you asked if we were going to put a sign in the yard. So that's a great question. Do you want us to put a sign in the yard, or do you not want us to put a sign in the yard?
Not one.
Yeah,
No.
that's
If you can,
yeah,
put it in the yard. And because if you sell like you say international, you don't need to put the sign there because they don't see the sign.
exactly. Yeah,
They have when I last time.
yeah,
The
our
people nobody look. I don't think
yeah.
it helps.
Exactly. Our company is built on leveraging technology. So a sign in the yard is not what is going to move the needle for us. What's going to move the needle for us is online marketing to our network of buyers, as well as other investors that we know and pockets of investors and different communities that investors are a part of that we've worked with. So it's all going to be primarily digital marketing that we're going to be leveraging. Sometimes every once in a while, a seller will tell us, yeah, go ahead, put a sign in the yard. I don't care. But it really doesn't make a difference for us whether there's a sign in the yard or not.
No. I saw like about a house, like about I think about 10 houses from maybe 6, 7 houses. A bit long time at the sign there, nobody could call, and they can't even sell the house. I don't know what's wrong with that house really.
Yeah.
But the sign helped because they didn't sell for months now. Same thing like my house, same thing.
Yep.
Put the sign there. Nobody called from the side really.
Yeah, exactly.
Even open house.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I don't know. That's what I asked.
yeah, I mean the biggest thing with your house is the fact that it's at the corner of, a decent intersection, so you have a little bit of extra traffic on what is it,
But
old.
really, this place is very quiet. Really, nothing happened because
Yeah.
that's a small street. It's not the big street, so it's that different. Nobody
Yeah.
in my street because it's a very not lots of traffic in here. It's a small. It's a small
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, like a sign right out front wouldn't do anything. Maybe a sign on Old Providence on the side, where the bigger road is, maybe. But honestly, like we're gonna find our buyer with our network of investors and our agents. So I'm really confident. in this. Again, the underwriters are confident in this. So, the big thing is just making sure that you guys are good to go and you're ready to move forward at the number, and you talk to your husband and you say, hey, here's the number we need to be at. And then, Hassan and I, mostly me, will go and beat up the underwriters and do whatever we can to try to get them up or as close to that number as humanly possible. Okay.
But like I say, a few months ago, we got 680. Then we think, well, not going to 60, we'll go 650. But we haven't go 650 yet. Now we go to 630. That's what I say. The bottom one, the 630, but we haven't go to 650 yet. So, but we talk to you, and we talk to my husband and see, if we agree with that. So,
I get you. Well, yeah, if it took you another 4 months, at 650, and then 4 months from now, you then had to drop it down to 630, right? Then it's going to take you another 60 to 90 days, right? When we know we can just get it done, right at this number here, at the 630. I mean, at the end of the day, your goal is to get the property sold as quickly as possible. Am I wrong about that?
Nothing wrong, but I have several broker get upset at me with I get it sold, and I just say, well, how you get it sold? Because what happened if I get it sold? Then he said, I cannot tell you because I will get it sold, and I will have a 680. But
well,
I believe in that because it's a hard these days. So,
you don't have to let those brokers be mad at you. And if they are mad at you because we get this done for you, well, if they're mad, if they're mad because we get this done for you, I will give you my personal number and you can share it with every one of those brokers and they can call me direct and I can tell them exactly why we got it done. And it's because we leverage a network that they don't have access to. At the end of the day, right? You've heard the phrase, it's not what you know, it's who you know, right? And we know more investors nationwide and internationally than any agent in your market. And that's why we know we're able to get this deal done. Let me ask you this. Yep. Can you just put your faith in us today to move forward at that 630 number and get this done and across the finish line so you and your husband can move on to your next place?
That low price, I think anybody can do because 630 is very low. But I would accept it if, like I say, I haven't tried 650 yet. So the last minute it was 630. But if you talk about 630, I think, I think you can fight a buyer because it's pretty low. Let me, like I say, my husband had a fall and he didn't feel good. Most of the time he sleep because he's had surgery and he's really weak. And so I had to talk to him. Then I call you back tomorrow and say yes or no, okay?
Okay. All right. So, and I totally appreciate that. And I get what you're saying. And, obviously, I mean, you've been working with Hassan this whole time for the last few months. And, I know he's been working really hard to get something done for you. And at the end of the day, I think, just based on the conversation we had, I feel like you really make the decisions here, right?
Yeah, but like I say, I didn't think of a 630 now yet because I had to go 650 first. But we'll talk to you. I may just have to talk to my husband. We agree because we had 680. We're going to go 650 first. But I haven't go 650 yet. I just take time because I'm not hurry to sell. Be nice if I can move. But
well, let me tell you a little story about my friend. Yep. So my friend him and his wife had this gigantic sectional couch that they had. It was like one of the biggest sectional couches I've ever seen in my life. Super comfortable. They spent about $3,000 to $4,000 on this giant sectional couch. It took up the whole freaking room. I think, there's not a lot of houses that this sectional could fit in. Well, they finally ended up saying, okay, we want to get new furniture for the house. So they went, they ordered all this new furniture, and they put their sectional up on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace, and they were trying to sell it for $875. It was only a couple years old. It was in great shape. It's like, this is absolutely worth $875. I bought it for like 3,500 bucks. Who wouldn't pay 875 for this gigantic sectional that's super comfy and in great shape, right? Well, they, 3 weeks later, their new furniture gets delivered, and what do they still have in their house? They still have this giant sectional. Right. So they have to move the sectional around just to fit the new furniture in. And now they have two sets of living room furniture, and it's taken up the whole darn house. Right. And so, the husband, my buddy, right, he just keeps on slowly lowering the price, lowering the price, lowering the price. 6 months, this furniture is sitting in his house. And finally, he just ends up dropping it all the way down to $325. And he ended up getting like 5 people within the first 25 minutes hit him up and are like, I'm willing to pay 325, I'm willing to pay 325, I'm willing to pay 325. And literally he sold that within 24 hours of putting it out there at the 325 price. And the whole point of that story, right, is not to tell you that you just need to keep on dropping the price or anything like that, or that it's not worth 875, or there's not somebody out there that might pay 875 for that furniture, or in this case 680 for your house, right? That's not to say that, but it's how long do you want to take to try to get that number to just end up where you're going to end up anyway, right? Save yourself the time and hassle. If the house gets priced accordingly, it's going to sell fast. But when it's overpriced, it takes forever for it to sell, and it actually does more harm than good in the process of selling it. So, like I said, all we're asking is for you to put your faith in our team, who has done this countless of times all over the country with hundreds of houses. We know we can get this done. And if I have to go back to them and beat them up to get them up to that 630 number to get this done, I will go back to them and I will beat them up and I will twist their arms. But I can tell you, at that number, that is going to get the result you're looking for, which is getting the transaction closed across the finish line and $630,000 in your pocket that you can go take care of your husband and go on to your next destination and just put this transaction to bed. I know you've been dealing with it for months and months and months. Let's just put it to bed and get this done. Can we do that?
I try because really look hard to buy, sell the house. I say, okay, if not, I can stay here. It's nice if I can sell. If not, I stay here. So it's not like the people have to sell the house. So that's the problem with me, because I'm really feel very, very, very comfortable in this house. I lived here for 21 years. It's all my life.
Yeah.
Really, it's very sad for me to move. So halfway I'm going to move. But, I think, well, we're getting so sick, we're getting so old, so we move. But other than that, it's no reason for me. I'm just so happy in this house. Very, very happy.
Well, I totally understand. And, like you guys, how long have you and your husband been married?
Well, it's 50-some years. It's a long time.
50 some years, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've only been married. I'm coming up on 10 years.
Yeah.
What's the secret to a 50 plus year marriage?
Just like the corn, when you just look away, you don't see each other. Like the corn, this side that look the other side. So maybe that's a secret. we never anything like that. So
I gotcha. Well,
6 years ago, I'm 84 and he's 86, so we married a long
yeah.
time. But I'm in the children, no family. So anyway,
sounds like it sounds like your husband's a good man. Has done a lot to take care of you over the years. Would that be fair?
Well, we take care of each other.
Yeah.
now he's very sick. I want to take care of him all the time. Since he in the hospital, even
Yeah.
my leg not work, I own a wheelchair, but still take good care of him. Every
Yeah.
chance he would every day, take care of him, give him a shower and all kind of stuff. So
Yeah. That's awesome. No, that's
it's not just
great.
only.
Yeah, it's awesome that you guys take care of and take care of each other like that, and if your husband's anything like my dad, my dad has really high standards for himself and really tries to, take care of things, right? And one of the reasons you mentioned wanting to sell was because, he's sick and he's got, there's a lot of health issues and he's not able to take care of the house the way that he would like to, the way that would make him feel good about taking care of things. And I know you said you don't have to sell, and there's a part of that that's true, right? You guys could certainly live there, until you guys pass away and stick around, but there's going to be a part where your husband has this, this inherent need, right, to where he wants to be able to take care of you and take care of things, and he's not really in that position, and the best thing is going to be you guys being able to move on to the next destination sooner than later, so you guys can both feel good about, taking care of what you have and taking care of each other and just enjoying your golden years. So I totally understand. And, we want to do that for you and take care of you guys and get you guys to that next step. Um, so yeah, I mean, talk it over, but I'm 1,000% confident we can get this done for you. And you guys are, when it's all said and done, you guys are going to be extremely happy with the end result and, be a great step for you guys.
Well, no, right now then we have to look for the place to move, at a hard time because my husband not able to go and I'm not able to go. We've been looking around a little bit already. Depend how much we sold, so we can, like some place they have 3,000, some place they have 2,700, some place they have, 3,500 per month, something like that. It depends how much money we have, so we can find a place.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that.
So
Okay.
before I said, well, then I can find a place to close here, more than 3,000 a month, for 2 bedroom, 2 bath. But then, if we go down to 630, it would just like about 50,000 less. Then I went to look for something else, thing like that. Because of 50,000, we can live 1 year for renting, like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, let's be real. It's not a $50,000 difference. I know you were feeling like 680, but if you could have gotten 680, it would have sold for 725 and then you would have gotten the 680, but it didn't, right? So, we're really not talking about a $50,000 difference, and I know you would like to get 650, but I really think, it's going to take, based on looking at the comps and, how dated the home is and what, a buyer, an end buyer is going to need to put into it to get it up to 2024 standards, it's going to take you a while to sell it and get close to that number, and so that time and that value of just getting it done sooner so you guys can, move on to the next stage and just start enjoying the rest of your life and just put this stage of your life behind you, and walk into that new stage just ready to enjoy the rest of your lives and just focus on taking care of each other, you know what I mean? And, like I said, I'll go to bat for you to get up to that 630 number, you know. If that's where we need to be. So, what do you think?
Like I said, I don't know who I'm talking to now.
This
Like
is
I said,
Chris.
talk to my not of course, okay. Talk to my husband tomorrow. Then I call you, let you know, okay? Because right
Okay.
now he hurt. He lie down in bed and like he sleep all the time, most of the time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Since he get out in hospital, he sleep all the time.
Mm,
So like get up, few hours, and go to sleep again. Get up a few hours, 2, 3 hours, and sleep again. So
yeah.
he's right now in the bed. maybe midnight he will get up. I don't know, but I cannot talk him in the midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. So I have to wait until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
When he get up for that, and I will call you. Okay.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. Well, yeah, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time with us today. And,
Okay.
you know,
Oh, yeah. I stay here. I turn about 8 o'clock, and I'm going nowhere except go to the doctor. So my time is not money or anything like that. Not
yeah,
gold, not money. My time just nothing.
yeah,
It's free.
yeah. Well, it's not free. Like your time is the most expensive thing that we have, right? And,
And for you, for me,
well,
my time is just lying here doing nothing. To get up and wash the clothes, get up and try to cook. I can't cook, and so I have time to eat.
yeah,
My time is not worth nothing, really. When you get old, time is nothing. Okay.
yeah.
So okay, thank you for to me, and I call you back tomorrow. Okay, let you know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, that
Mm.
sounds good. Yeah, we'll chat tomorrow. Just reach out to Hassan and let him know kind of what you guys have come up with, and then I have my daughter's 2-year birthday party tomorrow, so I'll have that going on. But he can reach out to me and let me know where you're at, and then we can figure out what we got to do and get this all done. But I'm looking forward to getting this across the finish line for you guys. Again, I'm super confident in this. And I know we can do right by you guys and, make this a
Oh,
win-win for everybody.
I just really, I hear that everybody get it so, get so. When I get so, and I get low and down, low, all the way down. So let me talk to my husband, see what he feel.
Yeah.
And that the last minute that we at the bottom when we're talking about. But
Yeah.
it's okay. Let me
Well,
see what
yeah.
happens. Okay.
And I just think, honestly, I think really it just comes down to, the broker that you spoke to originally just quite frankly, just set improper expectations for you and kind of got your hopes up, which kind of anchored you up to that 680 number, when in reality, he knew it wasn't going to sell for that number. He just wanted to get the listing and then take his time to try to sell it. And, it didn't work out. And,
I don't want to. Because he kept saying, and I say, what happened? You were gonna sow, and he said, I cannot tell you. I know it's so. It would so. And he get upset if I don't want to say and sign a contract with him. He really upset me twice already. So
yeah,
it's okay. He can get upset. I'm easy. I'm not going to get
yeah.
mad at him or anything like. So it's
Well,
okay. He can get
yeah.
mad.
And that's why we're super transparent on the front end and letting people know exactly what we're confident in doing, right? And a lot of agents that we've worked with in the past, that's why we're super selective in the agents we work with, because a lot of them will they'll over promise and then under deliver, and they're so focused on just getting the listing agreement signed, and they think that, oh, well, the market will educate the seller on why we need to reduce, when really the better way and the more professional way to do business is to properly educate your sellers on the front end, let them know the reality of what it could sell for and what they can get for it, and then deliver on that promise and hopefully over deliver. So that's the way we do business, is we under promise and over deliver. And that's why I'm so confident we can get this done, within, 3 or 4 weeks for you.
Yeah. I hope so, because I don't know. People told me 2 weeks, 2 weeks. That's why he lived for 30 days. And 2 weeks, nobody buy. And 4 weeks, nobody buy. So, and
Yeah.
he tried. So I
Yeah.
didn't believe him. But I know he tried, but it's not his fault, really. He
Yeah.
tried. I don't
Well,
blame they,
if he priced it right, he probably would have found a buyer, right? But he overpriced it. And the thing is, there's really only two things. There's three things that you can do with a property when you list it on market to affect whether it sells. You can either renovate the property to make it better. right? You can lower the price or you can wait longer, right? And so he came in with there was no renovations done and he came in with a too high of a price. So the only option that he had was to either get you to reduce price or wait longer. And since he only had 30 days, he couldn't get more time, right? But I still don't think it would have sold. So, but when we come in priced right, we don't have to do any of that. And a lot of times if we price it perfectly, we're going to get multiple offers and
Well,
get the property done. So,
low the price. If I sell it, if it was in 630, I may sell it because I told him I wanted 680. He tried to get 680, but if it's 630, maybe it's sold because other people see. I didn't lower that price, but that really, I don't know how much my house was, but that's what I want.
yeah,
So that's what he tried to go with with what I want to do. So I don't know if he's fault or my fault, but if it's 630, maybe it's sorry. I don't know. But I didn't think about 630. If it's 680, I don't even say 650.
yeah,
But it's okay, whatever. And not his fault, but he really tried very hard. Everybody tried. So, but
yeah,
I think that my house the problem because it needs to be updated. And if you're not update, it's going to be that low. But the my house, they sold for 700, and a smaller house and no yard. See, that's different. And the
yeah.
other house and no yard, they sold for 795. Okay, but
Hmm.
look at the house. Just dark. The thing is dark gray and no yard. And inside there, I've been in that house before I bought this house. Very small. They have four bedroom, 3 full bed. But look, they have 2,500. How big is the room? My house is very, very big, large, master bedroom. From
Yeah,
the front to the back, only one room. That's going on the 3 room. Because very, very large room.
yeah,
Feel very comfortable. And come the other house, he sold about maybe 8 months ago, 798 or 95, something like that.
yeah,
Very small house. I mean, you can't even breathe when you get in a house. But they
yeah.
update, that's a different thing.
Well,
So my house,
that's the
it
thing. You have
it is
3,500
the
square
price.
feet of house that, I mean, quite frankly, you bought it. Let me see. You've been there for 22 years, you said. It quite frankly, it pretty much looks like it did when you bought it, right?
Mhm.
So, it's 22 years old and it's time for updates. And, for 3,500 square feet of updates, it's going to cost somebody, if they want to update everything to today's standards, it's going to cost somebody 6 figures to be able to do that and get everything to look like it should in 2024. And so that's where the struggle is, if there's an updated property, even if a property is 50 to $70,000 more expensive than yours, but it's fully updated, then it's actually a net savings for that buyer because it's going to cost so much more to update yours and it's going to be a big headache and a hassle to do all that. So why buy yours for that price when they can buy one fully updated for just a little bit more? You know what I mean? So
Well, if if my house take a 200,000 update, it would have sold for 900,000. Not 850, it would be 900. I know how much my house was when it update, but I don't know. I don't know how much my house. It's not update, like I'm saying right now. I don't know, but I know update. It will be 900,000. My house. I know what.
yeah. Well, without updates, it's about 630.
Well, okay.
625, 630, 620, somewhere in that range. So, um, but talk to your husband, give Hassan a call tomorrow and let us know exactly where you need to be. And if we can make it happen, we will do it. And if
Okay.
we can't, we'll just tell you we can't do it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You for talking to me.
Yeah, I appreciate it and appreciate you not just, hanging up on us and, taking the time. And, I know Hassan
I'm
is
not.
really eager to get this across the finish line for you. So, as am I.
No, I really. I don't hang up on anybody,
Yeah.
but I'm glad you talked to me and let me talk to my husband and see what happened. Really, we really hope we can get 6:50. And after that, we cannot get 6:30. But if you say 6:30, well, okay. I will talk to him and see what's going on. Okay, then let
Okay.
you know.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay,
good,
thank
Chris.
you for talking to me.
All right.
And
Thank you, Diep.
later. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you. Thank you, Chris, for your time. Thank you, Diep. We'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Hassan.
Bye now.
Cheers. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's a tough one. Let me call Hassan back real quick.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
Bro, man, she's a tough cookie. She's nice, but man,
Yeah.
she wasn't giving me any she wasn't
Yeah.
biting on any commitments at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, man. But I gotta tell you, man, freaking excellent work there, man. I learned a lot from your call, and you were putting in everything on the table, and that was awesome, man.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. So be critical, right? And we're still on the live, by the way. So be critical. Like, what did you like about it? What didn't you like? What do you think I could have done better? Yeah.
Mm. Look, I think I love that how you build a rapport right from the beginning. You had her in. She actually, you could tell that she'd spoken to a lot of people, but right from the beginning, it was amazing. She actually spent on a Friday night. She spent an hour on the call. Secondly, I loved how you were sort of dancing with her. Like, what do I mean by that? When it came to negotiation, you moved the conversation back to her marriage and back to the house, the shortcomings of the house as to why it's low. You did that very smoothly. You got her to sell you the house. And what I saw from her is that she knew she was playing the game too. She was negotiating. She knew first when you said 6:13 or 6:15, she said she'd be all right at 6:30, but she didn't take it after you said if we can make it work, and she moved up a little bit. So
Yeah.
she's also a seasoned player. I think I think in the beginning, like when the only thing I would say is maybe I don't know how much of in the beginning I was thinking, hey, is she understanding everything Chris is saying? But then she caught on. So I think that's the only thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I think 5 minutes in,
Yeah.
all, you got to pitch and say.
You're talking about the Novation pitch, right? Like how the process works. Yeah. That's one thing. Like, I like the script, but I'm not in love with the script for it. And I'm working on, because there's a couple parts where it kind of like steps over itself a little bit. And then, it's like, oh, it makes sense. Wait, we went a different direction here. So like, I'm going to rework that a little bit because I think it could be more concise and still get the job done effectively. So
yeah. But I loved it, man. Thanks for that. What do you think are next steps? Should we let her call me, or should I call her, or you want to call her? I'm good either way.
Yeah, I would say let's what's your day look like tomorrow?
Tomorrow is my anniversary, man. It's my 8th anniversary. I kind of had stuff open with the wife, but you're 2 years ahead of me. I heard that. Good stuff, man. So, bro, I may have some opening between 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern, but that's like 7 to 8 your time. I don't know if that's too early.
Yeah. So here's what I would do is since she said she was going to talk to her husband and then she was going to call us and we told her, call us on, and so let's let her do that. And then if she doesn't, then, hey, then you call her on Sunday, like, hey, I was going to reach out to you yesterday, but it was my eighth anniversary. And I would like lean into that, like use that for, rapport engagement. Man, like I considered calling you yesterday, Dieppe, but I was thinking about you and, 56 years of marriage. And I thought, what would my wife want me to do on our eighth anniversary? Would she want me, you know, calling doing work on our eighth anniversary, or should I focus on her? And so, your story really, made me like just want to focus on that. And I figured I'd just give you another day. Maybe you and your husband needed another day. So that's why I'm calling you today, Sunday. Right. And then just, go right into it. And it's like, and I would almost assume the sale, so it's like, hey, did you talk to your husband? Are you guys good at the 6:30?
Yeah.
And then see what she says. She kept on making it see. It was hard to read what, because she kept on bringing up the 650, and it made it seem like she's going to just chase the market down, like
Yeah.
try to net 650, then last resort 630. And it's like, yeah, but if the market, you could take 6 months and then still only get 630, and that's why I was trying to do that. And by the way, that whole couch analogy, like that's
Yeah.
literally that's my story. Like I have a freaking giant sectional in my house that I've been trying to freaking
Yeah.
sell for months and months
Yeah.
and months. And
Yeah.
now I'm like willing to go down to like, 250, $300, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't did that story land at all? Do you feel like that?
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I think that was really good. She understood the point. I even felt, I'm like, hey, like that's how much, like it's clear. It was for me at that point. It was clear that like, hey, that's why she didn't get any bites, and that's why she's still
Yeah.
having conversations so many months later.
Okay. Because I freestyled that, like, because I'm going through it, but I freestyled that. And sometimes, like, that's the problem. Like, my gift and curse sometimes, like, sometimes I can freestyle a good story and it'll, like, land. Other times I'll freestyle it and it'll sound good in my head, but it's like, it doesn't land. And I'm like, it just causes confusion. So I'm glad that, actually had some value to it. All right. Well, yeah, I think if she doesn't call you tomorrow, hit her up on Sunday, I think,
Sure.
and then kind of see where she's at. I think she's probably going to try to hold closer to 650, which, you know, we just I mean, if we decide, hey, if she's just absolutely not going to budge off of 650,
Yeah.
then we determine whether we want to take a shot at 650, and then just like we say, hey, look, we're going to do our best at 650. You know,
Yeah.
if you want confidence, it's
Uh,
630. If you want us to do our best, 650. But our best might involve a failure, right?
yeah.
And we just maybe get her to sign the contract, and then at the end, after she signs the contract, then I would kind of go into that kind of story is like, hey, look, yep, you're a tough cookie, like we're gonna give this our best shot here, but just know, I hope you don't hold it against us, because you really worked us up, and we're not, we're confident to take a shot at this, but at 650, but what would make us way more confident is at 630. So if we have to come back to you with bad news down the road, don't hold it against us,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Definitely. That sounds good. The only concern I see, Chris, and let me know what you think about this, is she has been having quite a few people approach her in the last week. Like she said, there's 2, 3 other people that came to her today. Some lady came today, tried to take pictures, but it was too dark, so she said she's going to come back. Um, how would you deal with that? Would you still call her Sunday, or would you sort of kind of push tomorrow?
I
I
mean,
get the whole thing Sunday. I would rather do Sunday too, but it's just the doubt I have.
yeah, I mean, I'll let you make that decision. I would say from a fix and flip standpoint, you know, that that property is going to take 100,000 plus, you
Yeah.
know. So I think it's going to be really tough for somebody to come in for a fix and flip at a 650 number or higher. So I don't think we have that to worry about. And I've never once been up against somebody else pitching an ovation before. So
Yeah.
it's very unlikely that anybody else is pitching an ovation and we're up against those types of numbers, which would fall more in line with like the, you know, 630 to 650 range.
Got it. Got it.
So,
Understood, bro.
um, so
Sounds good.
yeah,
I'll act on this front and let you know how it goes. And see, would you, if needed, I guess I could ping you Sunday if you're open, and we can see if we can wrap it up. I'll go for that trip myself, but if
yeah,
needed, if something.
shoot me a text. What I'll do, let's see here. Let's see if I got so what I'll do is I'll draft up a purchase agreement, like with the novation and everything. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is, even if you talk to her Sunday and she's like, "Yeah, I'm good to go at 6:30," we're still going to have to get a notary out there with a document in writing.
Yeah.
So I think we can just get that done Monday. Um,
Yeah. That's right.
so, but I would like what I do. And you probably do this, is anytime I'm having to battle this hard to get a commitment from somebody, when I finally
Yeah.
do get their commitment, I get them triple confirmed, right? So they're like, okay, we'll do it at 6:30. You'll do it at 6:30? Yeah, we'll do it at 6:30. Okay, got it. So I'm going to draft this up and I'm going to get my notary out there. So if I get them out there tomorrow with everything written up at 6:30, you and your husband are 100% good to go, no questions at all. Yeah, we're good to
Yeah.
go. Like I want them saying yes 3 or 4 times.
Got it. Got it. Sounds good, bro. That sounds good. I'll take care of that and then make it happen.
Awesome, brother. By the way, what's your Instagram?
Instagram, I'll text it to you right now.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good, brother. Good work, man. We'll be in
All
touch.
right, brother. You too, man. Have a good anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you as well. Congrats on the second birthday.
Second
for your
birthday.
daughter.
Yeah, yeah. Her birthday's actually on the 8th, but I got all my family in town, so we're celebrating it tomorrow. So
Awesome. That's
yeah,
amazing,
man.
man. That's congrats. A beautiful thing.
Thanks, dude.
Hope you have a good one, man. And we'll be in touch, man. And hopefully, some more deals to come
Yeah,
again.
yeah, let's do it, man. Let's get this one done and across the finish line, man. I think we're gonna be pleasantly surprised at this one if we can get it done, even at the 6:30. I mean, 650. Let me see. Let me see where it needs to sell at 650 divided by 0.9. Yeah, I mean, it would need to sell at 755 and
755.
now here's the one thing that we would have in our favor there, right? Because the way the contract is written up, we do it's 90 business days from the time of receiving approved photos. So
Right.
if we did, let me just put that into the calculator, business day calculator, from today, 90 business days is April 8th,
Yeah.
which springtime is the best time to be selling a property. So if we're leading into spring with this property,
We'll get it.
especially with Trump being in office, the market
Yep.
rebounding, everything going
Yep.
up, that a lot of things could happen. I think 2025 is going to be a freaking banger year for real estate, honestly.
I think so, bro. I think so. Just I'm like freaking looking at Bitcoin right now, and I'm like, dude, just keep going up.
Bro, what's it up to right now?
It's it hit 99.5. It's at 98.8 now.
Oh my God, dude, I'm so pissed. Dude, I wrote it down for like, a couple years because it was like on that downward trend, and I sold my Bitcoin. I probably had like 6 grand worth, and it trickled
Yeah.
down all the way to like $3,000. I think I cashed it out at like $3,200, and then I sold it, and I was like, and then now here we are. And back then it was like I sold it. I want to say it was at I mean, it was probably around like $40,000.
Nice, nice, nice. That's good, man.
So
I think there's still a lot of opportunity. I don't know
yeah,
about Bitcoin, but there's other cryptos that started picking up. The top 10. I
yeah,
just went in. and one of them tripled. Cardano.
Oh,
88.
Cardano. You know what? I actually might have some Cardano left in my wallet. Let me open up my Coinbase. So I had Chainlink, Cardano, and
Yeah.
what was the other one? And Ethereum and Bitcoin. So let's see. Do I have anything? What do I still have?
Those were mine too. I love the Chainlink and ADA.
Nice.
Sellers started picking up because I think they may have a government contract. There's another one called Constellation. They're working with the Army and the Air Force, and it's called DAG. That's the thing. Just started picking up.
Nice.
It's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing. I was gone on a trip. I came back. I have about 1 Bitcoin total, but like I came back and it was a huge blessing. I was like, thank you, God. I thought I spent more money than I should, but no.
Yeah, so actually I do have Cardano. I have, let's see, and I have 97% of it staked. So I've got, it's only like 386 bucks. So it's not much, but yeah, dude. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna dive back into the crypto. It's just I can't like not look at it. I put a bunch of money into I have like a high yield savings account. So I'm getting like 5% on that, which is pretty darn good. And it's pretty liquid. I can like move it around pretty easily. So
that's the key. You need liquidity for it.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, if you're looking for anywhere to put stuff, I've got a Wealthfront referral code where it'll like if you did put anything in, it would get you like an extra 0.5% for like a period of time. So I'll shoot you a link, and whether you do anything with it or not, like doesn't matter. But but it'll get you a little bump too. So
nice, awesome, appreciate it. Chris, tell me something. I saw something on your website. One of the guys, the guy who was a firefighter, does he buy burnt down properties? Like, do I understand that right? Or
let's see who
burnt down.
On which website was it on?
On your real estate, where you're teaching real estate investment.
Oh, Remy? Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to remember who that was oh, yeah. Tony. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, so he does like he does all types of flips. He actually has a flip going on. I'm not sure if he sold it yet. Whether it was North Carolina or South Carolina, he just finished a flip, but he does a lot of stuff in NorCal. Is it Fresno or maybe it's Fresno? I'm trying to remember exactly where he is. But yeah, Tony, he's a cool dude. He's on our mastermind almost every week.
Nice, that's awesome. So, bro, I have, but like I sometimes get burned properties that I could have had an offer on. I just let it go, and also flood damage properties. I don't know if you'd have people for that. I just don't have anybody right now, but I could get good offers, like a $500,000 home. I had one of them for like 150. Had about 3 feet of water in it, 2 feet of water in it. Needed all the walls, floors, all that. But like if anybody had appetite for it, it was good.
Where at?
Like Florida.
Yeah, Florida's rough right now, dude. Like, so we kind of put a halt to a lot of our marketing in Florida just because every single property we were comping, when we would look at what's active, there was just a ton of active properties all around it, and a lot of our properties have been sitting, and so just stuff's not moving in Florida at all. So and I think the insurance is an issue too. Like the property insurance is skyrocketed.
It is. It's a bitch. They'll milk you too. So they're not really fair to the homeowners. So
yeah, definitely. So
okay, sounds good. So Florida's parked. If I may have that burnt property, my partner had one today. He sent it to the team. The team didn't have anybody, so I can share that with you if you like, and if you want to run that past Tony.
Yeah, we can take a look. I can send it over to him. We can also, like, if you're just having trouble, like, for cash deals, if you're just having trouble dispoing anything, do you have Investor Lift?
I have Investor Lift, yes.
Okay. Do you what level do you have?
I have the 4,400 per quarter. I think it's the second one.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so we have the lieutenant plan, so it's like 36 grand a year. And
Yeah.
that gets us 1.5 million buyers nationwide. So, if you put it out and you're just having trouble moving it, you're not really getting any hits, let us know. Maybe we can try putting it on ours and see if we can get any other eyes on it.
Sure, sure. Damn, that would have been good, man. While I was traveling, we actually let 3, 4 contracts expire because we didn't have any bites.
Oh man.
So sucked,
Yeah.
man. I thought I had good deals, but my team has my dispo team is good, strong, but I think it's not robust equipped with a lot of different options.
Yeah.
I got 3 girls. They're really good. They know how to play the game. They're good negotiators. They can wheel in the guys and everything. But
Nice.
I think they need some of these tools and creativity.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely keep that.
Cool. Yeah, let me know, man. Awesome, dude. Well,
All right.
yeah, let me know if you need anything else, and then let me know how it goes over the weekend. I have church on Sunday, and then my wife and I are gonna have a day to ourselves after church. My family's gonna be watching the baby, so I'll be out. But text me, and then if I'm available, I'll get back to you.
Sounds good, brother. Appreciate your time, man. Love you guys.
Awesome.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Yep.
Hello.
Hello, Marilyn.
Hello.
Marilyn, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
I've tried calling you several times today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and it just kept telling me to try again.
Oh, really? Was it saying the voicemail was full?
It didn't say it was full. It just said um, it wouldn't go through, and please try your call again.
Huh. That's weird. Are you calling? Because I know I've had like my cell phone is Verizon, and there's been a couple times where I've tried to call in when I was out of the office, and it would give me like a weird Verizon message like that. But then one of my other coworkers, they have AT&T, and they're like, no, it's going through just fine for me. So, yeah, I'll have to let the phone guy know something's going on there. Okay.
But
All right.
anyway, what I was trying to call you for, Rod and I talked it over, and he says even 255,000 is not enough, so we're just going to pass.
Not enough. Okay.
And thank you.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I understand. Um, I mean, where you guys really need to be.
I told you that last night, but we don't want to take anything less than 300,000. So, um, and I understand your position too, and I'm not trying to hold you up. It's just that's where we want to be.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. What happens if you guys don't end up being able to get 300? I mean, you guys just gonna stay there or?
I we haven't even discussed that.
Hmm,
So,
I gotcha.
okay.
Okay.
Well, I've got your number. If anything changes, I'll call you, I guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll talk to them and see if there's anything else that we can do. I definitely don't think we'd be able to get anywhere near 300, but, um, if anything changes on our end, if any new comps hit the market that, change things, we'll certainly take that into consideration as well.
Okay.
All
All right.
right.
Well, thanks for calling back.
All right. Thanks, Marilyn. You have a great weekend and a great, Thanksgiving.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, what's up, Laura? How you doing? Doing good. Just, grinding through the day here. Um, so yeah, I wanted to get back with you. Okay, so we got lockbox on um you have a lockbox on Arsenal? Oh, he let you put a lockbox on it? Oh, okay. Um, yeah, we're not even under contract yet. I mean,
He sure did, and I let him know he's got the code, and he put the key in for me, and I showed him that my phone number was etched on it. So if he needed me for anything, then he or his nephew could reach out. And talked with the nephew. Real nice guys, both of them. Dog was adorable. I loved that the dog loved me.
Nice.
And nephew is looking for an apartment. I'm going to help him get an apartment, and then he'll be out of there. And I let the nephew know that I would reach out ahead of time and schedule if I needed to get someone in first, something like a flooring quote or something like that.
Okay. All right.
And so they're good.
What do you think numbers wise on that? Because I came in with like an ARV of about 115 and like a cash offer, around like 25 to 35.
You know what? I'll be honest. Let me look at the numbers in the morning because I've already clocked out.
Okay. All right.
But I will tell you this. I'll need to get my contractor in there for an estimate because he said the roof is 15 to 20 years old.
Yep.
That AC unit and furnace are really old, and so probably the water heater too.
Yeah.
The flooring throughout the whole house needs to be replaced. Those cabinets need to be painted at least. And the surround in the bathtub needs to be replaced. The walls and the ceiling are in great shape. 2 of the rooms don't have light fixtures in there, but with that era of construction, it's to be understood. There's just the switch operates an outlet.
Yeah.
But there's good storage in the laundry room and another storage closet in the hall that's sizable. Yard is big, and I'll have to look at the pictures again, but I believe the alleyway even was paved. So you could put a garage at the back and still have a good sized yard.
Okay.
Access was not terrible at all, unlike Arlington, where the access is awful off that street. And there is no alley access. I mean, you can drive down it, but it's grass covered alley, if that tells you anything.
Oh. Yeah, the thing we're up against on Arsenal is that he said he's got 3 offers. His sister got an offer of 60, sight unseen, and then he got 2 offers from people that have walked it for 50, and I was coming in at like 24,750, and I'm like,
yeah. With that in mind, let me look at my numbers tomorrow because I did see rehab in the neighborhood. So, and it's a decent location and all of that.
Okay.
So yeah, let me take a look at my numbers in the morning.
Okay.
But rehab wise, it needs some rehab.
Yeah, I was thinking 30 to 40,000.
Cost of flooring, I don't know if it'd be worth a tile surround in the bathroom.
Yeah.
With that neighborhood.
Just do an
insert.
insert.
Look at the pictures again for just an insert, but the current one is outdated and yellowed. So, but yeah, let me get my guys in there.
Okay.
Get some estimates.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tight one, hard to get. I mean, at the end of the day, if my ARV is off, then that's really the thing that's gonna save us. I think the underwriting's good on it. It just depends on what the actual ARV comes in at. It was hard because the only comparable ones either had a garage or a second bathroom or something like that. So it was just hard to really nail it down.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And then I can't get in until Monday or Tuesday at Arlington because he's working 2 jobs and his
You mean Irvington? Oh wait.
Oh yeah, Irvington.
Yeah.
I said Arlington, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's a whole other street. But anyway, Irvington, yes. So he works 2 jobs. And so the soonest that he can get over there to put a key in the box is on Sunday. And so probably Monday or Tuesday would be the soonest that I could get in there and walk it.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. And then for Allisonville, so yeah, I just have to connect with Chandra. I haven't had a chance to do that today. But if you just want to, like, if you're texting with her, just let her know, like, yeah, Chris is going to reach out to you on Monday. And then we basically, what we can do is we can, put like $5,000 in her pocket right now, take over, the mortgage payments starting with December's payment. And then, once we close out with a end buyer, we'll just cash out the rest of her equity at that point.
Okay. And then just to save you, she's not even asking for both of those. Either her half of the December payment or maybe the deposit on the place. So closer to $2,000.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know
Okay.
Raphael's gonna want his half of the mortgage taken care of too. Um, so yeah,
And I don't know how they split things, but I know they split the mortgage payment.
Mhm.
So I don't know how, I mean, if she's getting the equity, then you'd have to like take half off the equity and half off of the purchase price from Raphael or something like that. If you just picked up December's payment, I mean, that's really all she would care about.
Yeah.
It's more like, I don't want to pay rent and deposit and pay December's payment.
Yeah.
She's bad.
Okay. So then maybe we can just say, hey, we'll take over the monthly payments and then cash out your equity at close of escrow.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
But she's just wanting to know as quickly as possible so that she knows when her move-in date's going to be, whether it's going to be December or January. So if you just wanted to give her a call and go, hey, we'll cover December. If you want to go ahead and pull December 1st as your move date.
Okay.
That'll take care of her vacating, and then follow that with a call to Raphael and go, hey, we're taking care of December, and Chandra's planning on leaving for December's rent, beginning of December.
Yeah.
Then she said, I don't know why he's still there. He's actually moving into a friend's rental house.
Uh-huh.
So he can move whenever he wants to.
Okay.
He may just be waiting to see what she does.
Got it. I think he's probably more so waiting on us. Honestly,
Got it.
not that he needs to, but I think he's just like, yeah, let me just make sure. So that's basically what we're gonna do is sub two with the equity paid out to her, when we have a replacement buyer.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna talk to her about.
Okay.
I'll have to obviously get him on board, but I can't imagine a world where he wouldn't be on board with that. If we're just taking the payments over, especially if he's not getting the equity, like he's probably not going to care. He's like, if you're going to just get it done, like, and she's cool with that, then let's go.
Yep. Yeah, I actually just that Badger Grove listing I've got, he just accepted. Same
nice.
scenario.
Nice.
Yep, I just drafted it. So
Perfect.
cool.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just reach out to her. I'll reach out to her right now and just kind of give her the heads up. Like, hey, just want to give you a heads up. I don't have a whole lot of time to go over all the details, but we can, get you taken care of. You can move in December, and I'll just kind of like plant the seed. Here's what it would look like. I don't have like all of the final details, but we can take over the mortgage payments, for you guys. And then, you know, once we close with our end buyer, we'll just cash out all your equity. And if she's like, oh, I thought I was going to get all my equity sooner than that, then like, oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, do you need it sooner than that? And then, yeah, I'll just kind of play it by ear, off of that and see how she goes.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't even think she's worried about any of that, to be honest, because she had mentioned to me, she said, I don't know what the deal is with Chris and Raphael. He hasn't shared any of that with me. So I don't even know what she's expecting, but I do know that, and so you might start with a conversation with Raphael to find out.
Okay.
Because it might just save you in the long run. She may not be expecting until later on down the road.
Yeah. Well, I know he was saying he wasn't going to be taking any of the equity. He was going to let her take all of it. Which again, there's only like 35,000.
Got it.
So
She said the closing was, she said sometime middle or end of December, I think.
yeah. So what we'll do is we'll say, hey, look, here's what we can do. We can close now and then just take over the mortgage payments. You know, and then what we'll do is we can just cash out the equity, you know, the leftover equity to you guys, you know, when we close with our end buyer.
Okay. Yep,
You
that
know,
works.
and then I'll just have to see how she kind of takes that. If she's like, yeah, that sounds great. You know, when do you think that's going to be? Well, yeah, should be
Yeah.
within 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, I don't even see 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, 3 months is a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Cause then we only have to debt service $4,000 a month, you know, leading up to that. And, you know, one of my private money partners will, handle that. He'll get like a little return on that and then everything will be good to go. What do you think it'll, you know, realistically, what do you think we land at if we don't put a dime into it? Like 900, 875?
I mean, 875, I can't see that it would be sold 6 months from now for sure. I mean, I think that would happen a lot quicker. But like I said, you know, I've got Monday, I think I'm set to get Monday, I'm set to get my painter and flooring guy in at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And I know he's not expensive, in the least, and he's quick too. So, but he'll give me that estimate. And honestly, I just can't see, it's just the market.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just this time of year, the market. So, I mean, if we did a price reduction and offered a buy down, it'd make a big difference.
Mm.
When it comes down to it, you know, I shared all that info from Cheryl. If we can get below that jumbo point, I think that'll make a difference to buyers because they go, what? It's a different type of loan?
Yeah. Where do we need to be for it to be below jumbo?
Financing of like 7.25 or something like that. So then it comes down to down payment.
Okay. So 7.25 divided by 0.8. So basically if somebody had 20% down, we could sell it at 90, basically 905.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing a buy down, that makes a difference too.
Mm.
But in all honesty, I cannot even step out on that limb. I would say call Cheryl and discuss financing options with her, and that might help you with the price point.
Okay.
Because those numbers are like she mumbles them in her sleep.
Yeah.
Decaffeinated.
Yeah.
That's just the way her brain is.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let me reach out to Chandra real quick and just kind of, you know, give her the heads up and then I'll keep you posted on how that conversation goes and then I'll work on drafting up an agreement for that and then just get Raphael on board on Monday.
There you go.
So
awesome.
Great. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Have a good weekend. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's call. So basically what we're going to do on that deal, this is a deal we've had under contract for a little while now. And let's see here. We are going to close on it sub 2 and then hopefully we can get it to where we don't have to really put anything down and then we cash out their equity at the sale, the final sale with the end buyer, which is only like 35 grand of equity. So see what happens. Let me give her a call real quick.
Hi, you've reached Chandra Coffee. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a detailed message and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Please note that coverage cannot be bound, amended, or canceled via the voicemail.
Let's give her a second call.
Hi, you've reached Chandra Coffee. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a detailed message and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Please note that coverage cannot be bound, amended, or canceled via the voicemail system. Thank you.
Hey, Chandra, it's Chris Deal with REM Made Easy and Lazarus Property Group. Hope you're doing well. I know it's a little late over there, but just wanted to connect with you and just kind of go over where we're at. We are going to be able to get things sorted out here for you sooner than later. So if you wanted to make your move-in date for or your lease start date for December, we can work that out. So just wanted to kind of go over, you know, the high level details of that, and then we can kind of go from there. So give me a call back. I'll be here for just a little bit longer. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, it's 619-525-7132. I'll be out this weekend. My daughter turns 2, so we're having a little party and got some family in town, but I will be back in the office Monday. But if you do call anytime over the weekend, leave a voicemail. I do have access to it from my email, and then we can try to link up if we've got some time over the weekend, or talk on Monday. Hope you're having a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Again, 619-525-7132. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right. Okay, let's see here.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 3175.
Hello?
Hey, Raphael, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Just grinding it out here at the end of the day before I go home for the weekend, and got my daughter's 2-year birthday coming up, so we're
Nice,
having a party tomorrow morning. So yeah, how's everything going
nice.
out there? You guys are you guys getting snow, or you got snow the other day?
Yeah, yesterday we got a little bit. Wednesday night, much of yesterday we got a little snow, and then it's gone today.
Oh, all right.
But kind of feels like a little bit like winter.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Nice, man. Did you end up checking out any gyms at all?
Oh no, I haven't done that. That'll be once I get situated. I'll do all that. I haven't done it yet, but I will.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it should be exciting, man. I think you'll like it a lot.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, I just wanted to reach out and just touch gloves with you before I take off for the day. So I'm getting things sorted out here, and I was going to be connecting with you guys with like more final details on Monday
Okay.
for getting this wrapped up sooner than later, so you guys don't have to worry about the mortgage payment in December. I left a message for Chandra. I wasn't able to get a hold of her, so I'll talk to her and just, kind of give her the rundown as well. But yeah, basically we can come in, take over those mortgage payments, and then, get this done sooner than later. So, I
Sounds
have,
good. Sounds
I have,
good.
I have my TC connecting with title just to confirm like how long they need. Because our side, now that where we're at, we can move pretty fast with that. So it's just a matter
Okay.
of what else title needs.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll just look forward to hearing from you on Monday.
Awesome. Sounds good, brother. I appreciate it. You got any
Yeah, man.
good plans for the weekend?
Well, Ohio State IU is a huge game up tomorrow.
Oh,
So
nice.
with a ton of IU fans running around, and I went to law school at Ohio State, so
Okay.
tomorrow will be a big day.
Nice, nice.
I'm gonna
Really,
I'll catch hell tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah. My good buddy of mine out here, he went to Ohio State, so he's always
Oh, well, I'm
yeah.
sure he's gonna be glued to the TV tomorrow. Well, for you guys, it'll be from 9 till noon. He'll
Yep.
be glued to the TV.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I think there's a couple guys from Ohio State on the Eagles, right?
Um, I'm not sure. I have to. I'm sure there are. They're all over the place, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
yeah. So
Not sure, but yeah, it's so tomorrow will be a very festive day. Hopefully, the
nice.
Buckeyes prevail.
Yeah, well, I'll be cheering them on for you as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Awesome, brother. Well, hey, you enjoy the rest of the evening and have fun tomorrow, and we'll touch gloves sometime Monday.
Perfect. Sounds good, buddy.
All right.
Have a
Have a
good
great weekend.
weekend.
You too. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
take care. Bye.
Hi, this is Helen.
Hi, Chris. Scott McGuffin return.
Hi, this is Steve Cottrell. I own a couple properties in Temecula, and apparently you were interested in.
Hello.
Hi, Bailey. This is Chris. How are you?
This isn't Bailey. May I ask who's calling?
This is Chris. I was reaching out to her. I believe she spoke with one of my colleagues about her property on Iowa Street. She's looking to
Okay,
sell.
it's me. I was screening calls. What's up?
Oh yeah, no, I sorry about that. I totally get that. I'm sure you get 100 calls about the property all the time. So, or
I get
about
calls,
all. What's that?
I get calls about everything all the time.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, yeah, it looks like you had spoken to one of my colleagues here about this property, and you're looking at, possibly selling it. I mean, is now a bad time for you?
No, I'm just getting dressed. I just got out of the shower, so I'm listening.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Well, I guess they mentioned that you had plans to move.
Well, my kids are in high school. One of them's a senior, one's a freshman. So my house is being renovated right now, and the plan was to sell it after the youngest one graduates high school, because it's just me and it's a lot of house for just one person.
Got
But
it.
for the right price, I might sell it sooner.
Sorry, say that again.
For the right price, I might be interested in selling it sooner.
Okay. All right. Got it. And by the way, I do have to let you know all calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes.
Okay.
Really the point of this call is just to see if the property qualifies for getting an offer for what we're looking for as is. We're generally looking for properties for usually one of two reasons. Either we're going to keep it in like our portfolio as a rental property, or we're going to fix it and flip it. And so typically by the end of this phone call, I'll either be able to get us an approval with an offer that they give us, or they're going to deny us and they'll tell us exactly why.
All right.
And if we do get an approval, some of the benefits of working with us is that we would buy the home as is, we'd cover all the closing costs, and there's no realtor commissions involved. So it's pretty
Okay.
straightforward. Um, so uh, yeah, do you mind grabbing a pen and a piece of paper? I'll have you jot down some contact info, and then if we do get this approved, there's gonna be some other info you might want to jot down too.
I do not know where a pen and paper is. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot.
All right. So my name is Chris Deal. Like, let's make a deal.
Krisdeal.
You got the last name, first name Chris.
What did I say?
You said Kris.
I don't know why I said that. I was thinking about this guy with a. This is crazy. Okay, but I was thinking CH. Okay, go ahead.
That's funny. Perfect. And then the name of our company is Lazarus Property Group, just like Lazarus from the Bible.
Okay.
And then my office line here is 619
Uh-huh.
525
Uh-huh.
7132.
Okay.
All right. And so, yeah, so I guess, you'd mentioned the two kids are in high school, one's a freshman, and you were kind of planning to sell after he graduates. So what's that? Yeah, 3 years, 4
Yeah.
years?
In 3 years.
Okay.
But yeah, like money talks.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. So, would it just be that, he would then be going to college and so he'd be out of the house, you just wouldn't need the space anymore, or was there anything else happening in 3 years?
No, like I personally want to travel a little bit after my kids are, out the nest.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have no option to stay back and not go to college, nothing like that. Like they're going, like it or not. Or so, like really, I just want to do all the things that I wanted to do whenever I got pregnant at a young age. So.
Got it. Okay.
Maybe I've always lived in town. Maybe get a place out in the country, plant a big garden, something like that.
Got it. Okay. All right. Moving out to the country. Perfect. Okay.
I have a river camp out in the country now on the river, and I spend a lot of time there because I like it. So I'm thinking about it's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little home. It's like less than 200 square feet. But it's cool out there. So thinking about getting it bigger. Yeah.
That's cool. You said it's a river camp?
It's like a tiny house on stilts. So in case the river comes up, it doesn't get into the house.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
My porch overhangs the river. It's a small river. It's only about 5 miles long. You can canoe and kayak up and down it. It's beautiful.
Nice, nice. So you own that place? Oh, that's pretty cool. How much land is there?
Well, not very much. The land is leased, but I own the buildings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is it like a tiny home like community or something like that, where they have like a bunch of these things, or?
There are a bunch of them, but they're not right on top of each other. So it's a little ways away from my first neighbor.
Got it. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you hear all types of different like things like this, like little tiny home, camps and like tiny home parks and stuff like that. There's a lot of people doing a lot of different stuff with it. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. Well, so I guess if you were to sell, now, I mean, 3 years early, it sounds like you would, really be looking for like a make me move type of offer. What would you do at that point? Would you, because obviously you still got the kids and probably, I'm sure, you guys are not all going to fit in the tiny home. So where would you go if you sold sooner?
I don't know, maybe I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it.
Okay. All right. Got it. And is it just you that owns the property, or is there anybody else that would be involved?
See.
Just you. Okay. All right, cool. And I guess ideally, what were you hoping to get for it if you were to sell it now?
So here's the kind of the scoop on the house. Had a house fire back in May, and insurance paid for me to bring it back to pre-loss conditions. And so I have started that process. basically they wanted everything to go down to the studs and be rebuilt. So all the structure is there now. As far as like there needed a new staircase or needed like there was a hole in the kitchen or in the living room floor, so like all the floors have been replaced. All the framing has been inspected. Everything is good to go. Now it just needs like finishing. So it needs drywall, floors, light fixtures, that sort of thing. You pick out tub, toilet. So right now it's basically gutted.
Got it. Okay.
But all the new structure, like it's basically down to the studs. Like all new floors, and the drywall is ready to go in. They should be doing that here within the next couple of weeks. But I don't know what I would take for it. So are you talking about as is now or after it's finished?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, so just so I'm clear on currently the way it stands. So, is there stuff on the exterior that still needs to be fixed, or is that all done?
Just windows. They've been ordered, but they have not been put in.
Okay, so exterior windows are needed.
Doors. Yeah.
And doors. Okay.
Yeah.
Needed.
And the same with the doors. They've been ordered. They have not been installed.
Okay, ordered, not installed yet. Okay. What about like roofing, siding, any of that stuff? Is that all done or
We got a brand new roof on it like 2 weeks ago.
new roof, 2 weeks old? Okay. What about siding?
It's Bedford stone.
Bedford stone. Okay, got it. Stone siding. Okay. All right. So then we go inside, and so what's there now? So all the fire damage is already totally rectified, and now you just basically have a brand new subfloor all throughout, and just studs. Is there drywall anywhere, or was it all completely ripped out?
The back bedrooms, there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. All of them, they're keeping the drywall in there because it is undamaged. The drywall, well, one of the rooms is not drywall. One of the rooms is knotty pine, an entirely knotty pine room. And we did keep the cedar in the closets. It has cedar closets. We did not take those out. We ozoned them to take away that fire smell. But we did leave the cedar in there. I didn't think that it really had a fire smell anyways, and neither did my contractor, but insurance was paying for it, so why not?
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Man, how much did the insurance end up shelling out for everything?
Like $230,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, got it. So you said the 3 upstairs bedrooms were pretty much undamaged. So so there's drywall and like the knotty pine in there. So is everything in those rooms all exactly the way it was before the fire? So like whatever floors were there are still there, or did any of that have to get replaced at all?
Well, all the floors are still there, but since I had to update the floors in the rest of the house, I haven't picked out floors yet because the 3 bedrooms have original hardwood in them. None of the rest of the house has hardwood. Not the hallway, not the living room, not the kitchen. Nowhere else has hardwood. So I was trying to debate on whether I wanted to try to match that up, or if I wanted to go over it, or if I wanted to leave it like the way it is. I haven't decided, but the original hardwood floors are still there, and they're still in excellent condition.
Okay. All right. Got it. Got it. Okay. So outside of those 3 bedrooms, the whole rest of the house is just studs and subfloors?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
The kitchen floor is remaining. We don't need to take it up. It was just tiled a couple of years ago, and the tile's still holding on great shape. It wasn't damaged. It wasn't cracked or anything like that. So the tile on the kitchen floor remains.
Okay, got it. What about like cabinets, counters, and appliances in the kitchen? Was that all removed?
My plan was to I have all the cabinets still. The plan was to wash them up, spray them with Kills, and then repaint them, like refinish them, because my kitchen was less than 3 years old. So, I still have them. Whether or not I'm going to use them, or I don't know. I personally am going to use them. I'm going to put them back in, like, but I don't know if you guys want to or what.
Okay. So they were like, the cabinets and stuff were removed.
Well, they had to be taken down so that they could take down the drywall.
Got it.
And then, yep.
Okay.
And so,
what kind of counters were there?
now the counters are going to have to be replaced because I had solid surface countertops from Lowe's, and they just stained. You could not get the color to come off of them from the soot or whatever.
The soot and the smoke. Yeah. Okay. Got it. All right. So cabinets could potentially be salvaged, put back in, and be fine.
Yeah,
We'd need new counters. Okay, got it. Yeah, because you said they were only 3 years old, right? So, what about the appliances? Are those all decent?
I am not exactly for sure what all we kept, but I'm pretty sure they're all. The fire restoration company has them in storage. I don't know if they're fine. They're in great shape. They're 3 years old also. Like the entire kitchen was redone 3 years. So I got like a top of the line dishwasher. Got the third rack. It's got a garbage disposal. It's I got a nice. It's all stainless steel. Above the range microwave. Stove with an air fryer in it, and the fridge is not there because they don't open the fridge after a fire, and that food rots and stuff. And so they said just don't open it, and they threw it away.
Oh, got it.
So.
Okay. All right.
Don't open that fridge.
Yeah. Okay. So what do they got you in, like an insurance rental right now or a hotel?
Well, I was in a hotel for a couple of months, and I didn't like that, and so I bought me the river camp.
Oh, okay. Got it. So are you and the boys there, or?
No, the boys, I have shared custody with their father.
Oh, got it.
So during this part, they've been staying mostly with their dad.
Got it.
I mean,
Okay.
they're rip and run all the time anyways. They're with their friends on the weekends. And
Yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, sorry you got to go through all that. It's tough when, your whole life gets kind of flipped upside down with something like that and everything's displaced. And so, yeah, I know it's got to be hard. Nope. Did I lose you? Of course.
Oh, you gave me that contact information, huh?
Yeah, sorry, I lost you there. You know what it is? It's this weird glitch where literally it doesn't matter. Every single day, there's one phone call. It only happens on one phone call, but once I hit like the 15-minute mark, it's still connected, but I can't hear anything. They can't hear anything, and I lose it. So you're the lucky caller of the day. So,
All right.
But yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I know that's got to be tough, just getting all displaced and everything and having to deal with that. So, sorry you got to go through all that.
It should be finished by originally the goal was before Christmas, and now we're thinking maybe mid-January.
Okay, to have it all finished.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So did the insurance company just like cut you a check and you just got like the money all in the bank to be able to do all the work, or are they paying directly to the contractors, or how's that working for you?
They just cut me a check.
Okay, got it. All right. So, I mean, let's rewind the tape, and like I don't know how old you are, but like I'm 42, so I remember the old school Christopher Reeve Superman movie. Remember where he flew around Earth and spun it in reverse, and then time went backwards. So like let's just imagine that happened, and it was before the fire. What do you think the property would have sold for?
say probably around 180. 188, something like that.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. And so 180, 190-ish, they cut you a check for 230. So you got, nice. I don't know how much have you already spent of that?
A lot.
Yeah.
I still have, I used a lot of it, but, I still have around $70,000 to do the finishing touches, like the floor and stuff, like floor and cabinets and or not cabinets. Help me refinish the materials to refinish it. But flooring, paint. I've picked out a couple of bathtubs, one for upstairs, one for downstairs. Toilets. And that's about. I'm trying to think. Oh, there were some like upgrades I wanted to do. It still right now it still needs electric. Also, it does not have any electric. It has to have all $100,000. That's going to cost about $10,000. They've already quoted me, I think, 10-4 or something like that. So.
Okay, got it. And then I guess, do you have kind of like a list of materials that you already have and have already ordered and have on site and stuff, or?
No, the contractor does. I
Okay.
don't really all that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, do you have a ballpark idea? Like if we were just gonna, take it the way it is right now, and then maybe any materials that were already ordered or, that you've already paid for, maybe just take that on and then just say, we'll take that, we'll finish, that stuff, and anything else that is left over that still needs to be done, we'll take care of. I mean, what do you think you would take for it?
Probably like 130.
130. Okay. Okay. So, 130. And do you still have a mortgage balance on it?
No.
Okay. Okay. And
I don't know. I'm thinking like about what the houses around me and so because I've had a competitive like analysis done.
mhm.
I don't think, even though everything's going to be brand new, I don't think it would sell more than 240, no matter if I put every top-notch finishing touch on it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, 200 is average for that neighborhood. 130, 140 is above average, but there's not many houses in that area that have sold more than that. So I don't think, even if I put gold on the roof, I don't think it would sell for more than that.
Got it. Okay. So you're thinking, closer to like 180 to 200.
I know that if I finished it, it would probably sell for around 230 or 240.
Okay.
Yeah, 230. I'm just not going to put like all the extra top-notch stuff on it because it's not going to sell for more than 240 anyways, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm not buy like, the most expensive cabinets or the most expensive countertop or nothing like that because it doesn't matter how nice you make it, it's just not going to up the value of the house.
Yeah.
Because you can't put a, $400,000 house in the surrounded by, $200,000 houses. I mean, I guess you could, but
Yeah, I mean, there's a point where you're like over renovating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like middle of the line will still get you 240.
Yeah. Okay.
Like mid-grade.
Yeah, because I'm just, how many bathrooms does it have?
2 full bathrooms, and it has a fourth bedroom downstairs. It has a full living space downstairs. It has like a laundry room, a rec room, the fireplace upstairs and downstairs.
Okay.
The upstairs is gas, the downstairs is wood burning.
Okay. All right.
It has an attached garage.
Attached garage. Okay. All right. So 130. I'm just kind of like glancing at some of the other properties, nearby. So yours is a 3-2. It's 1350 square feet.
So that's why they have that, because the whole basement is finished and it goes
Oh,
off
is
of
it?
feet. Yeah. So it's really like around 2,300 square feet.
Okay. All right.
So maybe the people before me didn't have it finished, or when, like how they got that 13 or whatever, because it's way more than that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one of the things that they look at to determine whether they can add that basement square footage in is, in addition to being finished, is if there's egress. Like, are there, like basically, for exactly what you guys went through, right? Like if there's a fire, like are there windows that somebody could climb out of and, be fine?
It's a walkout basement.
Oh, it's a walkout basement. Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Then that should do it. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I definitely want to see if there's something we can do here. Let's see. Yours was built in 1953. All right. Just looking at what some of the other properties have sold for. I mean, would you have any flexibility in that 130?
Well, not a whole lot, because if I were to finish with my, middle of the line renovations, I know I could still sell it for around 230.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Okay.
I feel like that's pretty reasonable,
Yeah.
considering all it needs is like the finishing stuff, like all the structural stuff is done. So you just need
Yeah.
like drywall, paint, and floors, basically.
So drywall, paint, and floors. What about the bathrooms?
A brand new furnace in it too. The furnace was about 1 year old. It's HVAC system, furnace and AC.
Okay. Newer HVAC. What about the bathrooms?
What about them? They're empty. They're blank slates.
Okay. All right. So, and do you already have materials for that? Like, tile, bathroom or bathtubs, toilets, all that?
I have picked them out. The contractor has not ordered them yet.
Okay. Got it. Did you already
drop-in jacuzzi tub, and downstairs I won't finish it. So if with the 130, like it'll be blank with the 130.
I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around exactly like what materials would be included with the 130. Like if you already picked them out, he already has the money to order them, or you haven't swiped the card for that yet.
Yeah, I've already paid him for them. He just hasn't ordered them yet.
Okay.
But same with like the doors, and the windows have been ordered, but the doors haven't. But I've already picked out all the doors. It's gonna have like a really beautiful full light front door with the side lights on it.
Okay.
The middle door is just going to be like your basic steel door with like a half light and built-in screen in it. And your back door is gonna have partial light and just a steel back door. I don't know what else I was going to say. Oh, the tubs upstairs is going to be a drop-in jetted jacuzzi tub, and downstairs was going to be a standalone. And the downstairs has a beautiful walk-in shower with 2 faucets, or 2, I guess that's what it's called, a shower faucet. Yeah. 2 shower heads. That is remaining. We don't have to redo it. It just needs regrouted. That's all. So.
Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So here's the deal. I'm not going to say 130 is not a, great number. What I would want to do is, one, talk to my underwriters about it, but two, if we could potentially, if you were able to get like a list from the contract of like, hey, what's all the materials that we have already on order, just so we can kind of wrap our head around, because, if 130 could be a great number for it. And, I just want to be able to go to the underwriters and say, hey, here's the list of materials that, is all already taken care of. So the only things we need is this, and this, and here's what's left.
I'm sorry, I'm listening.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, and then that way I could just go to bat for them, and then they can literally line item everything and figure out, okay, where are the numbers coming in exactly? And if 130 is, makes total sense for them, they would pull the trigger on that. You know what I mean?
I would probably say like whatever hasn't been installed, I would return for like a refund, if possible. And
Okay.
like that, so I know for sure it will need drywall in the living room, kitchen, and full basement. And then it will need flooring for the full basement and flooring for the living room and hallway. However, whatever kind of type of flooring that,
Okay.
then. And then it'll need all new electric ran, which they've already quoted me 10 for. It has not been paid for yet.
Okay.
I don't know if that's high or low. I feel like it's kind of high. I have not got it in.
I mean,
don't
if they're
know.
running all new electrical all throughout, that's actually not really a bad deal. I mean, if the benefit is the fact that the drywall's not there, so it makes it easy to run. I mean, if you had all drywall and you were having to rerun everything, I mean, you'd probably be looking at like double that.
They sucked out all the old insulation from the attic space, and they have not blew it in yet, like the new insulation, but it has been paid for, the insulation in the overhead in the attic area. But they're going to wait and do that until after the electric is finished.
Okay.
So then I
New
would say,
appliances, right? New appliances that we need.
well, the appliances are still the fire restoration people have
Oh,
them in.
that's
Yeah,
right.
so
Yeah, just the refrigerator.
brand new. I think it's Whirlpool double oven. It's a it's a slide in, but it's a double oven with air fry, and it's a top. I mean, it's really nice. It's like it's damn near exactly like the KitchenAid one. I went to the Whirlpool that had a little bit better reviews, even though the KitchenAid is a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. The Whirlpool had better reviews, so that's why I went with that. And then the microwave, it's not brand new. They're 3 years old, but it's really, really nice. I can't remember what brand it is. I think it's a Whirlpool also, maybe.
Okay.
And then the dishwasher is I feel like it's LG.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
the only thing we need there is really just the fridge because they trash that. What about
Yep.
the washer and dryer? Is there a washer and dryer?
There is no washer and dryer.
Okay.
And it was countertops also. So the cabinets are there, brand new cabinets, and it's a lot of cabinets. And you would need just the countertops for those. It's got a beautiful apron front sink. I guess that's what they call it. Apron sink, yeah.
Okay. Got like that farm style type of.
Yeah, it's steel.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Let me do this.
And then I'm trying to think of the rest of the house. Like upstairs, like all the plumbing is good. No issues there. Okay, I'm gonna just go by room. So that room's fine. That room's fine. That's fine. Stairs are fine. Really, I think that's all. Like, yeah, that's it. That's all the.
Okay.
But,
All
yeah.
right. All right. Let me do this. Let me just check something real quick. Hold on one second.
Say if you put another $20,000 into it, you still have $130,000 house.
Wait, say that again.
I would say another 25,000, and it would make a. I think it would still sell for around 230. Like
Got it.
all the like small finishing things.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me do this. So this is something that would have to go to my senior underwriter, and it's all like one of the last guys here. He's already gone for the day. Let me get with them on Monday morning. And then what I can do is just, get back to you with this and see if
Okay.
this is something that makes sense, where they think they would need to come in at. And then, so basically, what I'm going to go back to them with is just like, hey, it needs drywall in the living room, dining room, kitchen, and full basement,
Right.
flooring throughout the basement, living room, and hallway, paint throughout, all new electric, which is about 10K. New insulation in the attic, which is already paid for, and they have it. It just needs to get put
Insulation
in.
will be. Yeah.
Say that again.
The insulation will be done. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
New fridge, needs a washer and dryer, needs countertops, and then the cabinets just need to be cleaned up and mounted.
Yep.
Okay, got it. And then the plumbing's good throughout. Okay, got it.
It's got a brand new furnace. The furnace is literally 1 year old. The
Okay.
HVAC system, like I can't tell you like what the BTU or whatever is on it, but it's really nice.
Okay, all right, got it. Okay, and if we were able to come up with, a number that made sense for both of us, I mean, how soon would you want to close?
I'm not living in it, so I'm not pressured to find somewhere to go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, the windows are all on order and everything. Those are already paid for, so we can expect those to be installed and done. Okay. Windows and doors. Okay. I guess okay, yeah. Let me circle up with them, figure out exactly what we're looking at, and then I can give you a call on Monday. And I think we can, I mean, if the numbers all look right, then I can't see why they wouldn't want to move forward. If they first off, it's going to be if they approve it or not. And then if they approve it, what's the numbers going to be? And if they can't do the 130, I'll tell you exactly where they're coming in at. And we can just go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Awesome. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Is there a particular time of day on Monday that works best for you?
No, I'm off work, so.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah, I'll give you a call. I'll try to give you a call earlier, definitely earlier than now.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one, Bailey.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. That actually could be a good one. If it is worth 230, and I mean, I'm seeing some comps, I mean, the high end comps, there's a comp that's 245 that has an extra bedroom. But if she's saying the downstairs is finished and has a bedroom and the extra square footage, then that would actually fit. This 235, that's not really a comparable style. This one here, though, is a 3.3, 1759 square feet, sold for 231. This one is actually more of a comp, and it's kind of a grandma house with some upgrades. So it's like sold for 230. So if hers could sell at 230, if we just go the standard run of the mill, 230 times 0.75 minus what she's wanting for it is 130, that would leave about $42,000 on the table. This could be something that makes sense for us to flip ourselves, especially since she already has contractors. They're already knee deep in the project, and we can come in, take it over 130, maybe put in another, but I mean, let me see, the 75%. Yeah, I mean, that could be a good deal, because that 25% is going to include the margin, the closing costs, and everything. So that leaves, even if it took us 42 grand to finish everything, we'd still have about a 15% net margin on that. So this could actually be a pretty solid deal at these numbers. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted, but appreciate you guys staying tuned. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel where we make real estate investing easy. Peace.